Here we go. All right, so I want to welcome you to my kitchen again tonight. I am, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Stephanie Lyles, and I am a director in Pensacola, Florida. And I want to thank my hosts tonight, which are Cindy and Cassandra. They are hosting a live virtual party, and the recipe that they have chosen is the turkey sausage and pepper breakfast quesadillas. So I'm doing one demo from my kitchen, and I'm sharing it to both of their events. So isn't that cool? So we might have a combined group tonight. So, and of course I'm sharing this on my timeline too for my friends. So anyway, so really excited to be here with you this evening. Thank you to Cassandra and Cindy for being willing to host a party this month and help me reach my April goals. The recipe we're doing, as I said, is the turkey sausage and pepper breakfast quesadilla. And this is the recipe. I'm going to show you the picture, but I'm going to tell you it's not going to look like that. It may look close, but but this is out of our Season's Best. So this is our Pampered Chef Season's Best cookbook. And for those of you who may be new to Pampered Chef or are not familiar with our little cookbooks, these are $2, and I cannot even tell you what a value it is over $2. I mean, it is so worth the $2. It is not even funny. You get a ton of recipes. I think there's 15 in here. And these are some of your, you've got in this recipe book, the one we're using now it's the cooking skills edition. And so it actually, these recipes are actually focused on different cooking skills in the kitchen to give you fresh ideas. So like for instance, for breakfast and brunch, we have this recipe. We have a potato and squash gratin, and we have shakshuka with zucchini noodles. And that is like a, it's got eggs in it. So that's the shakshuka. And the main dishes, some of my favorites are barbecue chicken chopped salad, the toasted orzo skillet with shrimp. Oh my goodness, you guys, it is heaven. It is so good. And then the chicken adobo sandwiches, that was one that kind of surprised me. I was actually really enjoyed that when I did that at a party. It's surprisingly good, the chicken adobo. Not really big on Filipino dishes, but this one had a good flavor. So, and then desserts, 3 amazing desserts. Easy strawberry shortcake, upside down caramelized banana skillet cake, and chocolate pull-apart bread with blueberry sauce. Oh my gosh, you guys, they are so good. I have made all 3 of them at parties, and just amazing. So this is where you'll find this recipe, but you can also find it in my recipe box, and I will post it here at the end of the party. So anyway, so just wanted to talk to you a little bit about the cookbook. So we'll put that up there and we'll get started. So this recipe is, we're gonna do a couple things on a grill pan. And so I wanted to go ahead and talk about our grill pan while it's cool. So this is our new nonstick cookware. So we're gonna use both of these pieces tonight, the saucepan and the grill pan. So this particular grill pan and it has a 4-layer nonstick coating. They are safe with metal utensils, so you don't have to worry about, you know, what tool is the right tool for the nonstick. You can use anything. And the coolest part about it is, you may notice this is missing a handle. That's because the handles are removable. And we actually have a patent pending on this. So the handle is the fact that we have a removable handle. So we are going to be the only ones having that, exclusive to Pampered Chef. And I cannot tell you how much, you guys, I am in love with this removable handle. The fact that I can take this off, and I'm a little handicapped tonight because as I was washing a knife earlier, I once again proved how sharp our knives are. So usually I use my thumb to pull this back. It's a little painful right now. So so anyway, but you take this and you just pull it back and put it on at an angle. But all of these handles are interchangeable with all the other, with any of the pans. So you get multiple pans from the same collection, and all the handles are interchangeable. So it doesn't matter which handle you grab. So if you think about this, you've got the grill pan, you've maybe got a stock pot, you've got a couple saucepans, maybe a skillet in here. You can stack them all together. You can put the handles off to the side, and there's your footprint of your cookware. It's just going to go high. So if you, I mean, imagine, I know you probably do, where you keep your cookware. when you have a handle on here, all this space is wasted around here. You don't get that space because you have to make room for the handle. And so the fact that our handles are removable is just unbelievably clever for space saving. So if you're in a small apartment, or maybe even you're traveling the country and you live in an RV, I mean, our space saving pans is just amazing. So we're going to be using both of these pans tonight. And I also wanted to show you this other new addition to our cookware line. So this is our new stainless skillet. We have a 12-inch and a 10-inch, and I'm gonna hold this up. You might see. So see where the honeycomb pattern is on this. So what that is it makes the pan, this stainless skillet, non-stick. So you're gonna you can use this. The stainless is actually those stainless marks in between the honeycomb pattern. That's actually raised above the non-stick. So you still get the same effect you usually do from a stainless skillet. You get to sear, you get the fond, so you can make sauces. It will take high heat. You can put it in the oven, you can put it in the dishwasher, and it's just going to be, but it's so easy to clean. So you get the best of both worlds. And I love the look of stainless, but I'll be honest, I have not used a lot of stainless because they're so hard to clean. And so I love this skillet, love it. So I've used it a couple times. I've used it on a breakfast quesadilla. I've used it on that toasted orzo skillet. So yummy. So anyway, this is our stainless skillet. The cool part is that this stainless skillet, as well as the grill pan and the saucepan, are part of our cookware collection that is on special for hosts in the month of May. So if you host a party with me in the month of May, whether it's in person with me or live here on Facebook, you can actually get any piece of the cookware for 60% off, okay? That makes all of these pieces under $100. It's amazing. So, we are going to go ahead and get started cooking everything. So the first thing we're going to do is get our peppers going. So I'm going to get our grill pan going, which means I'm going to add on my handle here so something to grip. And then we are going to preheat our, there it is. I used that one last night. Okay, so we're going to preheat our grill press. So this is a cast iron grill press. It's pretty heavy, but you use this in conjunction with our grill pan because it adds weight and keeps the food in contact with the grill pan, and so it helps it cook better and more evenly. And plus, when you preheat the press with the grill pan, then you actually get the heat coming from the top and the bottom, so it helps cook faster. So we're going to set this in here. We're going to turn this on medium. I usually preheat it on medium, and we're going to cut our pepper. And then we're going to put it on there. We're going to spray it with some salt, and we're going to put it on there to grill. We're going to actually grill our peppers on the inside, on our grill pan, instead of having to take them out to the grill outside. So the thing I love about this next tool is that I can cut off the bare minimum of the top of my pepper. Okay, see, I didn't hardly puncture that at all. But this is our scoop loop. It's $5. It's the perfect addition to whatever, to your order. And so this has some serrations on the edge here. I don't know if you can really see that with the camera. But you're just gonna stick this in here. Actually, I'm gonna use the fat side. There's fat side and a skinny side. And then you stick this in here and you twist. And it cuts that pepper and it gets out my center. Isn't that cool? See that? And then you can take the other side. Let's get our seeds out of here. You can take that other side and all that flesh that's in there, especially if you're making like stuffed peppers, this just cleans out the middle of your pepper so quick as you see. Oops. So see that? See how it cleaned out the pepper? Isn't that cool? So that's our scoop loop. Awesome tool. I don't know why it keeps focusing in on that. Sorry about that, guys. So we're just going to take our pepper. We're going to cut it in half. Cut it in half again and half again. So we make these like flat peppers. And we're going to flip these over. And we're going to spray them and then salt them. And then we're going to put them on our grill pan. So, do you use a lot of peppers when you're cooking, Cassandra? you see this being a benefit in your kitchen? It's also a great tool for your kids to use if they like to help you in the kitchen. It's an easy one for them to play with. Okay, so we're going to take, this is our kitchen spritzer. I have in here canola oil. I have another one with olive oil. So it depends on what I'm cooking, depending on what one I use. But this basically replaces the aerosol in your can, or in your kitchen. So you want to break up with Pam, the aerosol spray. There's so many preservatives and stuff in there. This replaces that. So you can just take this, and I didn't pump it up enough, so to pump it so it resists. Okay. And that one is not working. I do not know why. It's possible it's clogged, so I'll grab my other one. Okay. So it would help out tremendously. Oh yeah, there we go. See that? Isn't that cool? All right, so there's that, and we're going to sprinkle this with salt. And then we're going to take our tongs. They're still in my kitchen, my dishwasher from last night. And we're going to stick these on our grill pan with that side down, so we get that grill marks on the skin, okay, not the flesh. And then later, when they've got those grill marks, we're going to process them. All right, so we're going to put our grill press on there. That'll keep them in contact with the pan. We'll wipe this off so we don't get any excess salt in our pan. This, I'm using our bamboo board as my cutting board. Is it not gorgeous? It's made of acacia wood. It's such a beautiful addition to my kitchen. It stays on my countertop because it's just beautiful sitting right there on my countertop. I love it. So this side is the grooved side, and then you've got a flat side. So I use the grooved side, and then the flat side I save for presenting. So if I want to present something like a meat and cheese platter or something like that, you can use the other side. So, all right. Yeah, I would definitely, that's definitely a tool that the kids would love, and it would be easy for them to use, and they're not going to hurt themselves at all. Okay, so the next step is to do our sausages. So we're going to pull out, I'm just using some turkey sausage, fully cooked kind, and we're going to process them. So I kind of like this hearty. I think the recipe only calls for like, there's a half. I'm going to use half of this because I think the recipe only calls for maybe 3 or 4 links, but I like using the whole half because I just like meat. I like stuff that's heartier, and I definitely want more meat than veggies. That's just me. So we're going to take these. I can get this open without being able to use my thumb. That is handicapped right now. There we go. All right. So we're going to take our food processor. So this is our manual food processor. And before I put stuff in here, I want to show you the difference when it's empty. So when you've got your processor in and you are pumping the handle, okay, the key is to pump it all the way up and all the way down. You want a full rotation out of your pump, okay? So you don't want to do this number, okay? See how little that's really spinning? But if you go all the way up and all the way down, you see how fast those blades spin? That's what you want, because when you do that, you're going to get a much faster and a much more even rotation, okay? So we're going to just cut these in half, and we're going to add them to our processor. All right, and you don't have to go fast, just pump, like really intentional pumps, okay? That's the key. And it might take a little bit to get started. Especially with the meat. There we go. Sometimes you have to shake it, especially if you've got a full amount and not doing. See that? How chopped sausage is. Isn't that cool? Right, I'm going to do a couple more rounds. going to set this aside. Actually, we're going to empty this because I want to use this on my peppers too. So we're going to add this to our bowl over here, which is what we're going to use to add all of our mixture is going to go into here, okay? All right, so we're going to set this aside to use on our peppers, and we'll come back to that. And we're going to go ahead and do our eggs. Actually, I'm going to start our Mornay sauce. So this is the method that that is the cooking skill method for this particular recipe, and that is what's called a Mornay sauce. So if you watch Food Network, if you're a Food Network junkie like I am, you've heard the term a roux bechamel sauce. Okay, I heard that all the time. I had not heard of a Mornay sauce. So basically, a roux is your butter flour. Okay, then when you add milk to it, it becomes a bechamel sauce. Okay. When you add cheese to it, it becomes a Mornay sauce, okay? So you have those layers are building, okay? Hey, Miss Cindy, prices of the sprayer. So the sprayer, the kitchen spritzer, I believe is around $25, $26 if I remember right. So I'll try to post a link in the comments, but it's called the kitchen spritzer. So if you go to the shopping link and type in kitchen spritzer, it should be in there. So, but I'm pretty sure that it's around 25, 26. But imagine like how much, I mean, your bottle of oil versus a can of Pam. You save so much money. It will come back to you in the long run. So, oh, Cassandra, good. Oh, she loves making those sauces. That's awesome. So we're going to make a Chipotle Mornay sauce. All right, so we're going to start with the butter and the milk. So again, we're going to add in our handle here. And we're going to put in our tablespoon of butter. And it's equal parts. So tablespoon of butter, tablespoon of milk, tablespoon of flour. Actually, I don't think it is. I think it's a little bit more milk. I think it's a quarter cup. Now that I think about it. So I'm going to need to check my recipe real quick. No, it's not a bad price, Cassandra. Especially when you know, consider what it's going to save you from and how much money it's going to save you in the long run. Yeah, half a cup of milk, so I apologize. So it's a tablespoon of butter, tablespoon of flour, and then it is a half a cup of milk. So we are going to pull down our, don't know where my little one is, but so I guess we'll use our big one. So these are our Easy Read measuring cups. Hearing these making a lot of noise. So tongs, tongs, there they go. All right, so yeah, see we're starting to get those grill marks on them. Maybe not quite as bad, but yeah, that was got good grill marks. So we'll give these a couple more minutes. They're going to be processed, so it's okay if they get a little bit darker. Okay, so these are our Easy Read measuring cups. These are amazing, okay? They've been a staple in our line for a really long time, and especially if you're working on a light colored surface. Sometimes I have to put something behind it because I have a dark countertop, so I can't see my measurements. But I'll put it on top of like a paper towel or something like that. But basically when you set it in front of you, the measurements are right here. So when you've got this in front of you, you can just look right on the base. So you don't have to do what I call the baker's bend, where you bend down to see if it's level. You can just look right over the top, okay? So this is the 4 cup. I don't really need the 4 cup. It actually comes with a 1, a 2, and a 4. Don't know where my 1 or my 2 is, so we're just going to use this one to do a half a cup of milk. I'm going to go ahead and put this milk away. Okay, so I've got my butter melting over here. We're going to add to that a tablespoon of flour. So I've got my flour over here and my tablespoons. We're just going to dig right in here. I know it's off screen, but okay, there's a tablespoon of flour. And I'm going to use this little guy. This is our, where'd it go? Oh, here he is. This is our mini mix and scraper. And second to my small mixing scraper. These, I think I have 4 of these in my kitchen because these are the only thing I use. Whether I'm stir fry, I'm cooking a casserole, I'm, you know, whatever. You can use these. These are silicone, so these are okay at heat, you know, heat resistant to 425, so you can use these right on your stovetop. So these are absolutely my most used tool in the kitchen as far as a spatula sometimes. This one would be my second. This is the mini mix and scraper. See how it's kind of a spoon? That's what I love about them, is they're kind of like a half spoon, half scraper. So I love these. So we're going to use this to kind of sprinkle in our flour to make our roux. Make sure that's all melted in, or all combined. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. I don't want it to get too hot too fast and make it brown. And then to that, we're going to add a teaspoon of our chipotle rub, okay? So this is our chipotle rub. So good, you guys. I mean, all of our rubs and our pantry items are amazing. So we're going to add that in. Cindy, do you have any of our rubs? Cindy is a repeat host with me. So I just want to show you what this is looking like now. See that? So you've got the, so now we're going to add in our milk, and we're going to do it slowly. Which rub is your favorite, Cindy? I'm just going to add this in. We're going to let that simmer for a minute, and we're going to get our cheese. Oh, she doesn't have a favorite. She has about 6. Okay, so that tells you right there she just loves our rubs. Yeah. All right. So I think I'm going to go ahead and pull out our peppers so that they can start cooling. So we're just going to take these right off of here. We're going to put them right into here. For now, we're going to turn it back on when we're ready to grill our quesadillas. We're going to turn those off for now. Okay, so now we're going to do our cheese real quick. Now, see, I had this in aluminum foil. So I had a party earlier in the week that I used Monterey Jack for as well. And so I didn't use the whole thing. I bought the 16 ounce. So when you buy a block of cheese, which is much, it's better for you. It doesn't have as many preservatives as a bag of shredded cheese, but ultimately it will save you money because a block of cheese yields more shred for your buck than if you buy it already shredded. So I bought a 16-ounce block of Monterey Jack, and what I didn't use, I stored in aluminum foil. This is going to keep your cheese the freshest, the longest if you store it in aluminum foil. I think because it doesn't allow as much air to get to your cheese. So, oops, might help if I took the cover off, huh? Definitely more economical. So, if you are watching and you want to give me a shout out, that would be awesome. If you haven't already, I see a few people checking in here. So this is Monterey Jack. This is our coarse adjustable grater, and this is probably, I don't know, I say it's my most used tool, but I mean, we love cheese. So almost every time I'm cooking, I'm using my grater in some respect. So I have a lot of must-use tools. I mean, that's why I sell it, right? It's because I love the products and I use them all the time. Oh, yay, Cindy, I love that. I love a grater. All right, so we're only going to use a 1/4 cup. An 8-ounce block of cheese yields 2 cups of cheese, okay? That's approximately. So if I cut this in half, that's a cup, and then we're going to do half and half again. So we're not going to use a whole lot of cheese, okay? But it's enough that's going to add to that bechamel. And that sauce is already starting to thicken, so I'm just going to melt this cheese, and then I'm just going to let it sit until I'm ready for it, because it is pretty much done. It does not take much. Oh, you guys, this is so good. This sauce sauce just really makes these quesadillas so yummy. All right, so I'm gonna let that sit. I'm gonna put the rest of this, actually I'm gonna use, so whenever I have extra cheese, I always use my leak-proof glass containers to store. And the reason is because these will keep your cheese, the cheese shreds. I mean, I have, you know, usually cheese doesn't last real long in my house. But I cooked right before we went on vacation one time. We were gone about, I don't know, 5 or 6 days. And then when we came back, it was crazy and we were eating out because I just hadn't been to the grocery store. And so it was probably, I think it was at least 2 weeks from the point at which I actually shredded the cheese to the point where we actually used it and the cheese was still fresh. You guys, these leak-proof glass containers are amazing. They're going to keep whatever's in there tight. No air is going to get to it. And you can reheat these. They're glass, so you can use these right in the oven or the toaster oven or the microwave. So, and they're leak-proof, so you can actually put soup in these and then put it in your bag, and it's not going to leak on you if you're taking like soup to work or something. I took these when I worked full-time. I took these to work all the time. So I love my leak-proof glass containers. So I'm going to set that aside because we're done with that cheese. Now we're going to process our peppers, and this is almost ready to come together. Oh, before I do that though, I got to get this going. All right, so how many of you, or do any of you watching, have our new ceramic egg cooker? So this came out about a year ago, and this is the coolest thing. And if you like fresh, like eggs, and you like a quick breakfast, you are going to love this. Okay, so this is our ceramic egg cooker, and I am going to do scrambled eggs in here in under 2 minutes, 4 of them in under 2 minutes in here. So ahead of time, I took 4 eggs, and again, if you don't have these silicone prep bowls, amazing. Okay, I love these things. So I have 4 eggs in here. We're just going to pour it right into our egg cooker. All right, and then now it says to shake it. I actually prefer to whisk it, and the reason is because if I shake it, then this gets really it gets more messy than normal, and then it's a little bit harder to clean in my opinion. So I just like to do a quick whisk right inside there. But if you're doing this at work, I mean, that's okay, and then just be sure to rinse it off right when you're done. Okay, so now we're just put the lid on. We're going to microwave it to start for 1 minute 20 seconds. Yes, definitely something handy for work. Yes, Marge. 2 of them? I didn't realize that. Okay, so 1 minute 20 is where we're going to start. Yummy bechamel. Look at that. Doesn't that look amazing? So good. Okay. So now while that's going, we're going to process the peppers. So again, short, quick bursts. Be intentional with your process. Ta-da! Amazing. I love my manual food processor. All right. So we're going to take this out. We're going to add this to our mixture here, to our turkey sausage that we did earlier. And then, now these 2 pieces are dishwasher safe. This piece right here is not. You want to hand wash this. You want to just you can just rinse that off really quick and then just turn it upside down to dry. You do not want to put it in the dishwasher. The reason is because you get water up inside this base right here and you can't get it out. So it's not good to put in the dishwasher. So, all right. We have 4 seconds left. So I am just going to take this down, and we're going to use this guy, and we're just going to kind of break up the eggs a little bit. These are actually, I'm going to show you what it looks like after 1 minute 20. That's after 1 minute 20, okay? I think There's a little bit at the bottom, so we'll put it in for another 10 seconds, but it's pretty much done. So we're just breaking up. So, I mean, think of the omelets you can do in here. Just add all your add-ins, like put your eggs in there and then put your add-ins in there. And then a minute 20 in the microwave. Okay, so we're just going to pop this in for another 10 seconds and I think it'll be done. Okay, then I have a consultant friend on Facebook, and she did a live video the other night where she actually did a handful of broccoli. Yes, they were bell peppers, sweetie. Yeah, bell peppers. And then, oh, that's a great idea. Or Mother's Day. You guys, if you have a mom that, or this could be something on your wish list for Mother's Day, or this is a great teacher gift. I mean, instead of getting them the traditional, like, you know, what they normally get for a teacher gift, this would be a great teacher gift. It's $15. It's so, it just would be perfect. Your teacher would love you. And the fact that they could do the eggs at school, you know, just take it to school. So, all right, and there we go. And our eggs are done. All right, so I'm going to dump these in here, and then you'll see what the, that got a little hot. All right, so see, there's the bottom. I recommend putting water in this right away, hot water, so you don't crack it. But otherwise, that's the only thing, is if you don't do it right away and the egg's dry, it can be a little hard to clean. So I just recommend rinsing it out almost right away. So, all right, so there's our eggs. So before I mix this in, I just want you to see the eggs. Okay, so we got our turkey sausage, our peppers, and our eggs. So I'm just going to mix this in, and then we're ready to assemble our quesadillas. All right, now, I've done several other of these events this week. You can go to my Facebook page, facebook.com/chefstephskitchen, and watch a few other of these videos, or you can go to my YouTube channel, just search Stephanie Lyles on YouTube, and you'll find some of my videos there. But like with a lot of these other recipes, this is something you can do the night before. So this is a prep thing, a prep ahead, and then the morning of, you just do the Mornay sauce, and you warm up the Mornay sauce, and you put it down, and then you fold it over. Cassandra, you are right around the corner from me. So girl, if you want to come over and try some of these, come on over, okay? If you tell me you're coming, I'll unlock the door. You can just walk right into my kitchen. She's like 5 minutes away from me. So I'm serious. You just come on over and join me on this live video here. Okay. So now we're going to start assembling. So we've got our tortillas. You can use any tortilla you want. All right, and we're going to add our Mornay sauce. And I'm going to get one of our spreaders. So just go one of our spreaders, and we're just going to spread this Mornay sauce on here. You guys see that? Yeah, you should be able to see that. All right, and we spread it on half, and we're going to put the mixture on half, and then we're just going to fold it over. So now I'm going to I need to restart my skillet and get some heat back under that again. All right, and then we're going to put our mixture in here, a good scoopful. Okay, so I just have to tell you, I honestly do not remember. Cindy and I go so far back, I don't even remember where I met Cindy, obviously at a party somewhere, or maybe she found me, but Cindy and I have been friends, and she's been hosting with me for many years. But Cassandra and I, we actually go back to when our kids were born. So she has twin boys that are 4 days older, 4 days younger than my twin girls. So we were in the hospital together, and that's how we met. So it will be in 3 weeks, her boys and my girls will be 6 years old. That's crazy hard to believe. So, all right, so we're just going to set these on our grill pan. Miss Marge, this would be a perfect breakfast for you. I think you would love this breakfast, especially since you can prep it ahead and then just do it. And if you don't want to mess with the Mornay sauce, just shred some Monterey Jack cheese and you're good to go. I mean, you really don't. I mean, the Mornay sauce definitely adds to it, but you can just do like a sharp cheddar or anything else to just add and just shred it up and add it in there. So, found you needed to. Oh, she found me. Okay. Love that, Cindy. So at least 7 more years. Yep, absolutely. And now I am so excited because Cindy actually gets to retire at the end of this year. So I know she is counting the days and she's so excited. So, all right. So while we are waiting on those to finish, because I want to show you the end result, I wanted to show you another tool that's going to be awesome, especially if you're doing peppers. I feel the same way, girlfriend. Okay, so here are, so this is just another pepper. We're going to do the same thing. This one isn't quite as wide in diameter, so I'm going to actually use the skinny side. And we're going to core our pepper here. And pepper's kind of on its last legs, so that's why I thought I'd use it for a demo as opposed to actual food. So, okay, so I'm just going to cut this right down the middle. All right, so we got pepper in half. And this is our quick slice. So if you like to do a lot of prep ahead stuff, this is going to be your best friend. So this is our quick slice, especially with your veggies, any softer veggie. So I have the tool, but I forgot to use it. You're welcome. So this is called our quick slice. So this is our base. Okay, so you've got the square base on the bottom. And so basically you want to think of the base here, this square here, as your boundary. So you don't want your food to extend down into this trench because that's where the edges of this is going to go down. So it's going to smash that food that's in there. So, oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you wouldn't need to grill them. You could absolutely wrap them in foil and then just warm them up at work. Yeah, I love that idea, Marge. Love that idea. Okay, so you would take this or whatever you're slicing, okay, and you're just going to set it right on the base. And actually, it might be better to do it on the skin side as opposed to the flesh side because these blades have a serration on the end of them, and they come to it like a V. So it helps to kind of get it to get into the flesh. So you're just going to kind of rock it as you go down. Come on, why is this not? There we go. You have to have it lined up too. And just like that, you have sliced peppers. Isn't that cool? All right, now watch this. You take these sliced peppers and you turn them 90 degrees and you slice them again. Da, 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 da. You just now have diced peppers. Isn't that awesome? Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, so think tomatoes, cheese. If you like to do like a homemade Lunchable for your kids, take a block of cheese and set it in the middle and then just, rock it down and give yourself some sliced cheese. You can do any kind of meat, any softer food. So this won't work on, carrots might be a little hard, but onions you can't. But any like vegetable, any pepper, to mushrooms, cheese, pound cake to make like a Napoleon, mushrooms, strawberries, grapes. If you have young kids and you need to quickly slice veggies for them to eat, you're going to love this. I have a friend who absolutely swears by this thing because she has triplets. Yes, I said triplets. She's a rock star. And she uses this to cut up her kids' food. So, yeah. So that's our quick slice. So I just had to show you that. I love our quick slice. If you are a lover of Pampered Chef and have been around it, it's kind of like our Egg Slicer Plus on steroids. So. All right, now I'm going to grab a plate so we can put out this grill. I'm gonna flip it. Can you see how beautiful? I don't hope you guys can see that. I'm gonna pull it up to the camera, don't worry. But, oh, just a beautiful grill mark. Love it. All right, so I'm actually gonna turn that off so that our bottom doesn't get too brown. And while we're waiting on that, I'm gonna do one more thing to top it, and that will be the end. So this is cilantro, and we have, the recipe calls for you to sprinkle cilantro over the top. So this particular tool is called our herb mill. And so easy breakfast when you're running out the door, absolutely. Okay, so we're going to take a little bit of cilantro. I'm not a huge fan of cilantro, so I definitely would need to grate it for sure, because I definitely don't like the seeds. So you take this little wonderful $5 tool. This is the herb stripper, and you just put it in whatever size hole matches the stem. Okay. Yeah, if you grow your own herbs, you need these tools. Okay, you see that? Isn't that awesome? Okay, so now we're going to take our base. So the way I fill it is I make sure my ball is in the bottom, and then I just load the leaves on top of it. Okay, so you just slide this in and pull it up, and all your leaves come out. You're just dumping it right in. Okay, so let's take, oh, that was kind of stuck together. All right, let's do this one. Put it in there, pull it off, grate right in. This is great on cilantro, on parsley, mint, any of your herbs that you do. And then you're going to take this and turn it upside down, and then upside down. So basically your ball needs to be on top of your leaves, or pretty close to being on top, so that it provides that weight to push it down into the the grinders. And let me get a little bowl. We'll just grate it right into this guy. So you're just going to grate, you just turn it. See that? You might have to take a little bit. There we go. All right, and there is your grated cilantro. Isn't that awesome? So if you grate your own, you do your own herbs, this is going to be a godsend to your kitchen for sure. Save you a lot of time. And that's what Pampered Chef is all about. You know, we really want to save cooks a lot of time and make you quicker in and out of the kitchen, so that you can spend more time. All right. So there is our beautiful turkey and sausage and pepper breakfast quesadilla. And then we can take a little bit of this sauce, kind of drizzle it. I mean, you could make it prettier if you wanted to. You could also put some yogurt on top. And then we're just going to take a little bit of the cilantro and top it off. And there you go. Turkey, sausage, and pepper breakfast quesadilla. All right, girl. Cassandra, if you're coming over, just let me know, because my girls are in bed, so you can't ring the doorbell. But just, you know, let me know you're coming, and you are more than welcome to take one of these home to your hubby. Come get me. Okay. So, I hope you had fun tonight. We're right at 45 minutes, so a little bit less of a demo tonight. But I would love for you to just think about doing what I do. Really, all I'm doing, guys, is just cooking and sharing my love of the product. And Pampered Chef really pampers me as a consultant. Last week, my husband and I were actually in Amelia Island, Florida, on Pampered Chef's dime. It's a trip that I earned just for doing my job, for doing what I love. And I'm a director. I've actually been with Pampered Chef for 18 years, and I have a team underneath me, and I just love leading them and helping them fulfill their dreams, and finding out, you know, how Pampered Chef can help them do that. I have some that are hobbyists; they just do it for fun, and I have others that are part-time or even full-time. So whatever this business, whatever you would want out of this business, this business can be for you. And it has been a huge blessing in my life. I was single when I started Pampered Chef. When I met my husband, I basically told him that he had to stick with me and to understand Pampered Chef if he was going to stick with me, because it was a big part of my life. I had been in almost 10 years at that point. And he ended up asking me to marry him on a Pampered Chef national conference trip. And then it has been a huge blessing for our family. When I was single, when we were newlyweds, it was our date night money, our vacation money. And when I had the girls, it actually was a huge financial blessing, because I was out of work about 2 months sooner than I was expecting. And so I was able to work my business from my hospital bed, and it's just been amazing. So yes, I think you guys would make a great team, Cindy. That is an awesome idea. So it's just amazing. So if you would like more information, I would love to share that with you, and to just kind of keep you in the loop on what's going on, even if now's not the right time. I'm telling you, if you love to cook or love Pampered Chef, you're going to be successful at this business, because that's all I do. You don't have to be a salesperson. You just have to learn how to listen to people and understand what their needs are, and then just help them find the tool that is going to change their life. And that's what I love about my job. I love doing this so that I can help others go, oh, that tool is going to change my life in the kitchen. And that just makes me happy. So I hope you guys had a good time tonight. Remember the cookware, all the cookware that we used tonight. If you host a party in May, you will be able to take advantage of that host special. And if you book off of Cassandra or Cindy, then they are going to be able to get a half price item at your party. And on top of that, you get all sorts of fun rewards. You get free products, you get half price items. Cindy has a kitchen full of Pampered Chef because she has hosted with me so much, and that is the best way to get Pampered Chef in your kitchen. So I hope you guys had fun. I hope you have a great rest of the evening, and give me a minute to clean up here, and then I will update this video with the link to orders, and then also I will update it with a link to this recipe. So I hope you guys have a great evening, and I'll see you again tonight. Bye.